Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And off we go from Denver. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around, I think we'd have seen that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Okay, great. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. He cuts it to the right sideline. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Nix with it on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. So that brings up 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go.
Play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's tackled for no gain.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball. Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Lamar now from the gun. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Pistol snap to Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar off the play fake. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Jackson now on 3rd. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting at the 10. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46. To throw, here's Nix. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. Nix. The screen pass falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his 1st catch of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked up.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at first down here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, report. You change it.
Lamar out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that brings up 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So here comes the Bronco offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 4. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds a man right side. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Smash. Alert.
From the 39. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's contained at the line for no gain. Christian Harris on the stop.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
To the air, 3rd and long. He's got Smith. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a second quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! They got their own fumble. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Ravens in possession.
Forward.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you've got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set up.
Nix from the gun. He's on the move. He's on the move. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Throw on 3rd down. He puts some air under this one, deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. I love plays like this, Bronx. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Ravens taking over now on offense. Minimal time remaining in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together.
13.
1st down, here's Lamar. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Ravens first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down throw for Jackson. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got it near the 8. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Lamar throwing again. Has it down close. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And this one does not go far.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. And this will be his first effort of the contest. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So we've reached halftime. The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these two teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Tucker now on the return. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. He's got a gain of 6 there. That stop made by T.J. Watt. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Another carry for him. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They give it to him again. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar off the play fake. Pass complete to Walker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it 17-all. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go now.
Nix. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And defenders are there to get him at the line. Christian Harris on the stop. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. The penalty makes this 3rd and 2 now. Running it after the penalty. He cuts it back right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Hey!
Singletary has the Denver touchdown. The Broncos grab the lead on their 1st series of the half. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Ravens back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing it up here, Jackson. Walker hauls it in. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Lamar now from the gun. He connects downfield on 4th. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Play action now with Jackson. Likely's got it right side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Ravens down by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Back to the well again. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
They send the tight end in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To throw. He's got it. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game.
The kick is good. That ties the game 24-24.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He'll take this at the 10. This return makes it up to the 25. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Let go.
He'll look to throw it. He'll get this to come. And he's out of bounds to stop the clock. They have a 1st down and an even 30 seconds to play. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here he is to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Well, Brock, 4 quarters. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Got to block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those.
Oh, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Ravens. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. For one side, an incredible mistake, and for the other, a clutch defensive play that could set up the end of this game.
This is overtime, baby, and every play is amplified by 100. And now some life to go get yourself a win.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Catch made by Foreman. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Jackson now on third. Oh, and he nearly had the interception, but he couldn't reel it in. That's the big overtime play they needed. But still, fourth down coming up. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Justin Tucker out for the field goal. A lot of pressure hovering over this kick. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime.